Hello and welcome. Today, we're going to explore one of the most essential processes for life on our planet, the water cycle, also known as the hydrologic cycle. This is the continuous journey that water takes as it moves on, above, and below the Earth's surface. It's a system that recycles our planet's water, constantly changing it between liquid, solid, and gas. The entire process is powered by a single immense source of energy, the sun. The sun's heat is the engine that drives the water cycle, starting with our first main phase, evaporation. When the sun shines on bodies of water like oceans, lakes, and rivers, its energy heats the water. This causes the water molecules to transform from a liquid into a gas, known as water vapor. This invisible vapor then rises into the atmosphere. It's not just large bodies of water, though. Plants also release water vapor from their leaves in a process called transpiration. And even ice and snow can turn directly into vapor through sublimation. As this water vapor rises higher into the atmosphere, it begins to cool. This leads to our second major phase, condensation. The cooled water vapor transforms back into tiny liquid water droplets, or ice crystals. These particles are so small and light that they remain suspended in the air. And as they gather together, they form the clouds we see in the sky. The formation of a cloud can happen in mere seconds or unfold over several hours. As more and more water vapor condenses, these clouds grow and become heavier. Eventually, they become so saturated with water that they can no longer hold it all. This brings us to the third critical phase, precipitation. The water is released from the clouds and falls back to Earth in the form of rain, snow, sleet, or hail, depending on the temperature. This is how the fresh water that all life depends on is delivered back to the planet's surface. Once the water reaches the ground, it enters the final phase of the cycle, collection. Some of the water falls directly back into oceans, lakes, and rivers. Other water lands on the ground and becomes surface runoff, flowing over the land and eventually making its way to a larger body of water. Water also soaks into the ground, a process called infiltration. This groundwater can be stored in underground aquifers for long periods from days to thousands of years, moving very slowly before eventually seeping back into the oceans to begin the cycle anew. The water cycle is vital. It regulates weather patterns and provides the fresh water necessary for all living organisms to survive. Without this natural recycling system, we would quickly run out of the clean water that is essential for life. From the vast oceans to the clouds above and the ground beneath our feet. The water cycle is a constant, dynamic process that sustains our world.